This is what they're doing to me, making me look really dirty.
Order in the morning, save the day by dinner with our same day on.
Nothing, keep going.
They're making me dirty. They've destroyed my intellect, and they're also made me this.
Just a pre-warning before we start. We are cleaning a home in Scotland with an...
And I'm actually really poisoned with all these chemicals, like from asbestos from the government. Like, they're coming into my room. I think Chinese to be the most better looking, and I want to show you something. Is it here? This is what they're doing. The Turkish is throwing us into the bin for Mecca, this makeup company. I just got this 2023, and I've shown you a video. I looked attractive, and I started a business in Australia, right? And this is about Jenny has been treated for abuse from personality disorders of narcissism. Her progress of strength through our sessions with the exercising and refocusing, and she wants plastic surgery to focus on her goals. He's actually talking about me having toxins in my body. I've been targeted. Look. I have invaded my other phone, and there's about 30 videos that are wiped of evidence. A rainstorm would not make a tent collapse like this. They're pretty sturdy. They've got all sections of strengths to pin them down. This was in Australia asking about coercive control. Basically making it like almost impossible to speak the truth from all the disinformation on the internet. Can you see how skinny my nose is there? They punched it and punched it and punched it till it's fat. This is in Australia a year ago. So they've been punching and punching me and constantly abusing me and putting me in a toilet and keeping me in chains. And it's control and abuse. They have basically made me ugly and put me as a slave. I'd like to say something. I didn't start this war. Like, it started 2018 and I was degraded as a dog and destroyed because my face had been harmed from neurotoxins. There was a disbelief about it, and it took me about 3 years, and I got killed in New Zealand, as in nobody has any feeling. They're like completely dehumanized. They're looking at me like an object. I do not have feeling, but I do. I'm very deep feeling. Everything that is about me has become some like competition. It's like I have already been in this is how long therapeutic training. This is how long they've been. This is probably 3 years ago, and I'd already suffered for 3 years every time I go to work from these women, and the like Pamela and Ruth. It's like now I've got fiber abuse, like, and I'm having asbestos abuse, and I'm trying to find this video of chia seeds. But see, I've still got it together, and my nose is skinny. They bit the shit out of me. And Vanessa told me these are my things that I was doing positive at my house, all to do with care and love and support. They won't let me have support because of a toilet video. This is about needing refuge. Somebody is stopping you communicating with me. Can you help me? No psychologist. Called Nadia to ask for notes. No police. I don't trust this group of women. She's taken credit for my life thing, and I tried to ask the public about this, and they won't stop. They're making me ugly and in a toilet to stop me having social support and putting me into the bin. And I want to show you the environmental abuse. This is they come in. They're torturing me. These maggots, that is covered up in my fridge, and they've come in and just poisoning my food with all these chemicals and all these maggots. So this is me in the beginning. 2018. They went on these propaganda campaigns, and I was still fighting for my rights here, and I got killed by the film that I'm lazy in my room. And they're basically using this dog shit for the rest of my life to stop me having support or any social rights. And then that's what they did to me. It's made all my skin bad. And it made my nose really fat from abuse. And they're just treating me like this all over the internet. So I've got nowhere to go. And somebody was helping me, saying this is about John's world. Being oppressed means the absence of choices. And they're just keeping me in a toilet. Look how old this is. 2023. Her beauty, yet she spent billions getting me on a chain to pay for her holidays. So I'm so nice. I am the beauty of all the nations and I'm purity. And I said, I want it out of my life. I look ugly and misery, but before she stalked me, I was a happy person. And I was happy. I'm just saying it's not fair. My face has been ruined. Why are they torturing me as a dog for so long? Name of the 21 men. She's got 21 men backing her name. The European pride of the 5. So they've just taken over things that I'm doing and are denying me. They're blacklisting me with the 3 and the 5 women, this European Union. And I want to show you something else. This is after asbestos, silver and lead poisoning, disembowelment, and I'm still left no access to help. I'm still kept in isolation. This is abuse. I was very skinny here. That's 2023, I was skinny. And now I'm ballooned, and I'm saying Vanessa said when people were infected, they basically ballooned twice the size, and that's what's happened to me. I need to find that video. This is the angel that appeared after they tortured me that I've got a dick. And that's a mushroom, and that's the disembowelment of the intestine. I believe God came through to talk to me and say, they're just torturing you to death. Ask for your right to die, because what's the point of staying? And here I've asked for safe and equal. What date is that? That would have been 2023, and nobody helped me. Because they keep taking everything from me. Australian number 1, that's Wednesday Addams. Like everything I do, they're blocking me having access to what I need. That's my stomach after I got disemboweled. It's gone down now, but it's still really sick. And this is what my house was like in Australia. I started doing all this on the wall. I didn't have a blue chest like that, but I started doing this. And they've made me a hard, cold woman that's got no care. Do I look like I'm a cold-hearted person? You know, and then this is my photography. They took credit for the things that made me happy about the sunshine in the meadow. And have tortured me all over the world, blocking my path and the road with all these lawyers. They're actually killing me and torturing me. I've had so many skills in my life to work, and she won't let me work at all. And did you hear all those videos? I've got such a soft-spoken voice. That's what I was like. She's made me so fucking angry. Like, I'm abused all the time. That's what they did after they disemboweled me. And then those Swifties send me stuff too sometimes. It says 1 napkin, 1 life. That's dog shit videos. And I got beaten up when I was innocent, and I don't get protection. It's like this popcorn is just taking credit for everything that I've worked for. Like, I look young here, and I've shown you the videos. I look young. They won't let me get my health. They keep poisoning me and putting me in prison illegally. And they're telling me, the people that look after me as a dog, because they call us wildlife, telling me to get out of my house because my landlord's environmentally dumping hazards into the atmosphere. And I've had all this poison, I've had lung harming, I've had my face ruined, my stomach's ruined, and this is what's going on. My mum's helping them show a vagina and all this other gross hot dog trafficking. And, you know, this is about the toilet. Excuse me, look at this. They won't let me have anyone to talk to. They're just violently killing me all the time. And it's so making me raw poo all over the world in this crime. and they don't get done for political assassination. I'm a humanitarian. This is about love, kindness, support, but they're beating me to death, and it's like, shouldn't America and Iran have to pay for this? Shouldn't they have to pay for this? Viagra oysters. I want to show you the environmental hazard though. I've got a video of chia seeds. I don't know why they're just targeting me to take away my spiritual beauty. This was my life before, taking videos of, see, emergency. This is meant to help you if the government is abusing you to get on a boat. But because they're hackers, the police went over there and told them I'm a dog and to not help me and give them all this money. Same as this, Zoe, this is anti-trafficking. I've had lots of letters about anti-trafficking and I'm not helped, and I want to know why. Why is she not letting me do my dreams? Only China. Why is China doing that? Boycott China, boycott their brands, because this Thailand girl and her won't let me do my human rights because of the UK and this Chinese thing. This is me asking for help with the bullying 2023. This is my education, racial discrimination of LA. So America's being racist to me. This is about that guy that I'm being killed about. It says all I saw was he wants to be with you. He keeps saying that he loves you. So why am I being abused like this? It's like, this is what we need as a human. And I don't have this because I'm being poisoned in my home. I don't have safety because they've said that I'm crazy. So I don't get safety. They're not letting me have any friends or society. And it's abuse. This fence is abuse. It's apartheid. Nuts. They're all just calling me nuts instead of like locking my consciousness up. And the hierarchy of needs. I can't reach a level of humour unless I'm trapped kind down here, see? Do you understand what hierarchy of needs is now? Like, you can't be a normal person that laughs and has fun if you're down here being abused. Can you see this? See this chart? It makes you not be able to take things in a nice way. Oh, I just did all this art. So in Sweden, I had these Japanese guys following me around, and I was like, they're trying to stop me having a life in Transbar. And this is, they're glamorizing all these women to they're super hot. The blondes look very old before, and now I look old. This is me not that long ago, and now I'm completely ruined stomach, See, I got my strength back and I was healthy. I just had bags. And I knew I was going to be healthy, but now they've given me AIDS, they've given me disembowelment, they've given me anal probing. It's abuse. This is my room, one of my rooms. It's clean, see? So they murdered me as bad taste, and this is what I was like before. I was pretty healthy 2 years ago, and they just went on and on, I shouldn't wear makeup, and it's like, well, why do you get to be wearing makeup? Then they don't want me to sing, so they poured lead at me. Why am I not allowed to feel beautiful? Why am I not allowed to do anything? And this is what the guys helping me said. My hands are tied, my body is bruised, she's got me with nothing to win and nothing to lose. So she won't let me have any support. This is inspiration of photography to do my art. See, I was out there being social. This is them throwing me into the trash. This is all human rights. They've just taken away the real me. This is all me doing my civil rights. and I was about kindness and happiness, social rights, social justice, kindness, and they've just keep destroying discrimination in the public with this democracy. I'm not worthy of all this stuff. Abduction, arbitrary arrest, detention without trial. This is to Anna. I've lost my freedom of expression. My emotions are cut up into memories and not working. You're not well, you're processing, you're repetitive, but I'm being human trafficked. Because no matter what I said, they were silencing me, saying that I'm crazy. No matter what I said, they're saying you're not positive. No matter what nobody actually said, hey, do you need a hand? They actually just kept silencing me, saying you're actually crazy. You're actually lying. You're actually being abusive. No matter what I said, nobody would help me. And this is institutional abuse. I'm having confinement and restraint. I have no right to independence. Ruth, the turn-off. She's filming me sexually saying I'm an animal, the dog, and it's why would anyone have sex with me if I don't want it? Why are you having sex to say that I'm so fucking gross and call me evil every day when I was an innocent victim of your crime? You've projected all this nasty, evil snake making out I'm the dark one, and then made they put my mum down the bottom of the stairs saying I was a real bitch and made her very cold towards me. And this is they gave me an article about John saying he was in the Green Berets and then he moved into a different team and he went psychotic, homicidal, taking photos of me bullying, and that he went a bit crazy because the British Army confined him or something, and he went a bit crazy because he lost faith in the government and things like that. And they're just keeping me worse and worse and worse. Abuse. The Americans are forcing everything about my work and education to be retired. If you're not careful, the newspapers will have you hating the people who are being oppressed and loving the ones that are doing the oppressing. How much money does Mariah have in her and Juice's $1 billion empire? They've made out I'm not the victim when I've survived all this violence. That's the thing. And it's this is what it is. The eyebrow Medusa Monroe killing, which is where they make you old and by putting chemicals up your anus. These are all these things to end slavery I did. She's actually blocking me from having a future. And I am a sweetheart. They stole what belongs to me because her own parents turned their back on her, so she manipulated my mum to get a house for money. My mum won't admit it. Somebody sent me that. It says my mother's sick with cancer and the husband's gone and they're not giving me anything. They're keeping me labouring with cancer. Who's accountable for doing that? Why am I so confined? Why am I so confined when I've got cancer and they're not giving me the right to live my life? I've done all this rights, Bill of Rights, my rights with the police. They won't give me any rights. They won't let me out. I'm in solitary confinement. I've got to leave this country. A low worth. Fashion stole my style. My smile. Naomi hit me. We all know it's not Naomi. The trauma of being invalidated. That's what keeps happening. No matter what I do and say, I'm going through this, they abused me. They're like, shut up, you're lying, or shut up, I don't think you're seeing things straight. And if you've seen 3 years of videos I'm being abused, why have I not been helped? At all. I haven't been out. This is when I first started being a ghost. I was walking around with no access to anyone. This is Christchurch. I just wanted to show my mum how much it's changed. But they've basically made somebody like James, who doesn't have an education, really, really rich and successful, and someone that worked for it really abused out of her rights to go after what she wants. And this is them making the girls have a tree, the 7 Asians, 7 ponies. They grew because they killed me. This is what I was like before, and my energy was a light worker, and they're not letting me be free. Because of Buffalo Bill. He skins you alive like a animal. Like he had me, all these sex videos of me to make out that I wasn't a spiritual person. Torture, mutilation. I've been mutilated. I've been tortured, capital punished, yes. I've been taken as a hostage and terrorized on videos, violation of my dignity, such as rape, forced prostitution, looting, execution without a trial. Yeah, well, why did I get executed with an AIDS needle? So they did all this math that I'm ugly by that Ariel the mermaid, which is so abusive. It's like, why are they doing this to me? It's like every time I'm getting somewhere positive, they create negative hatred in the communities. You think that they're good influences, but they've abused me. Like, this is me doing my CV, and they basically went around and discredited everything about my CV. So they stopped me doing art, connecting to others, older people, hiking, human rights, nutrition, recipes. That's what I do. That's my life, my life. And they want to copy all of my skills with being proactive, a can-do attitude, computer literacy, and integrity. But you can't have integrity if you don't have stability, and if you're not getting your trauma looked at by the country's violence. Do you know what a lizard person is? There's been so many letters for family violence. I'm being persecuted. There you go. Apartheid is deprivation. It's segregation, fragmentation, dispossession. Israel's apartheid crime over Palestine's is a crime against humanity. And it is. They're denying me the right to privacy, dignity. Can a manager talk about you to other employees? It's very unprofessional. So, but that's all she does is bully me, and then she hides it and goes in public. I'm really nice. I need to find that thing. This shows the genocide. Murder, because I'm getting exterminated with asbestos right now. Deportation, I'm getting deported. There's nowhere to live. They're blocking me on all the land with poo all over the world. Deportation. They're holding me hostage. Killing of my hostages. They won't let anybody have emotional support to me. It's a nightmare. Torture, inhumane treatment. I've had so much biological experiments on love, happiness, abundance, what my face looks like after abuse, if I'll still be loved, the sexual violence, if I'll still have spiritual respect for my wisdom. This is about my journalism and how I felt. She was liberal, religious, interested in fashion and cinema. This is me. She wanted to be a journalist to follow her dreams, and then that we became prisoners in our home, banned from working. Simplest, most basic freedoms, like walking down the street and looking out a window, were no longer mine. This is exactly what it's like. You have to be covered up. It's painful, and you keep saying I'm a liar, but I'm not. As soon as I go out, I'm pied as ugly, and I'm not hot enough. I'm humiliated in my homes. Human rights promote human happiness and well-being because they protect our needs and our fundamental interests, including food, clothing, housing, support. They're basically, these rebel motorcycles are taking over my life on the internet, and I want to be free. This is where I'm starting to see that things aren't going anywhere. Everything that I tried to do was not going through to any of the places I needed. There you go. 9 out of 100. Low risk for psychosis. Mental health. Low risk. Everybody gets to reach their potential at a workplace. Why is everything about this being erased? You are a deep empath. You cry when somebody else's cries. I was just at my mum's crying on the couch about the war in Russia. Like, I was weeping. I don't like seeing it because I feel like these people are just carnage for these people building on the land, and that's what's happened to me. Homelessness. There's actually more human rights about social services and our rights. Like, it's a genocide if they're taking away your well-being and your psychological health by not giving me what I need and abuse. Human life cannot be intentionally terminated. So why did I get killed with HIV? Why did they inject me? Who's going to get done for murder? Because I didn't do anything to deserve any of this. As you can see, I'm being persecuted, and I think there's some videos here about my friends being outcasting me. And this is what he's doing, keeping a book that I'm a dog and I want my freedom. I want to find that video of the environmental. It's illegal what they're doing to me. Putting me into the rubbish bin and putting me and executing me illegally. You're not allowed to do it. Prejudice attitudes. So they told everybody I'm negative. They sent videos of bully people to get me hated, that I'm stealing, that I'm lazy every day when they don't tell you that I've got asbestos poisoning or silver and lead poisoning. They've started prejudice about me, like stopping all social rights, saying nobody gets me, ridiculing that I'm ugly and fat, telling jokes, employment, all these discriminations. I've had it. Did you just see me getting fired? You've seen me very ugly in the public, that I'm unworthy and I'm worth $1. Where is that? That's harassment. All these photos, race, religion, deliberate elimination of an entire people. That water was to erase all my friends and family. It's terrorism, murder against my property, arson. They've basically destroyed my right to go to anywhere. They're killing me. There you go. Cheap, half-price dog shit videos. Bianca. Defraud. Do you know what defraud is? Making somebody a liar. It's inhumane. It is a multi-million-dollar criminal industry that denies the freedom. That's what I want, is my freedom. And I want my right to have my money back. This is the first time they ruined me, and it was traumatic. When I got back up, they've made sure I'll never stand on my own 2 feet again. They're telling me I'm in a Cambodian prison as a pony prostitute and a sandwich So I think that's news about that. This is all the political stuff going on in this country. This is how they killed me. They stopped me being holy by putting me in a toilet of shit, the streets, and putting my higher mind in the toilet, making everybody like really dumb and like look at me as dirty and like basically killing me. And the kids showed me how she made me ugly, and that's silver. They put all these silver chemicals in my food, and that's why I'm so ugly now. But there's something I want to show you. There's a video of the chia seeds, and it's horrible. They've basically been there you go. This is about the sex trafficking ring in the toilet videos here, making me a commoner. But I actually want to show you something about that video. Where is it? This shows I've been misdiagnosed with psychological problems. It's hard to read it on here, but it just says she seems very grounded with goal setting, and she felt misunderstood from her previous psychiatrist, and because of this mistreatment, not allowing anybody to advocate or support her in communicating. We've discharged her and encouraged her to see a specialist for any speculation of autism. She has been misdiagnosed with schizophrenia, and we'd like her to keep taking medication if she wishes. This says I need refugee help. She was saying it was my birthday, and it's letters for this belonging, and they won't let me have any friendships whatsoever. I don't have any victims' rights. I'm not a victim. I'm fucking ugly. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's just abusing me as a dog and keeping me in massive humiliation in the toilet. It's my room. It's pretty clean. I'm trying to find out where that video is. Yeah, every time I get healthy, they ruin my face again and again. It's a massive cult just killing me. They won't let me be beautiful, and it's torture. I would think if they're not going to let me be beautiful and go to work for 7 years, I want my right to die. What's the point? Every time I get healthy, they sabotage everything. You don't have this beautiful skin. Look at me. I had really good skin, and look at me. That's at that house, and they gave me AIDS. Why? Who gets to kill people like that? This is my house in Australia. It's not dirty. Why was my skin so beautiful? Like, look at me. And this woman, Kayla, looked like this old lady, and now she looks young and hot. And everybody's just getting money. So what's the point of living if I have to be ugly? This shows that there was killing with dog shit. This shows I'm healthy in January last year, and that's murder. Don't you think? Like, I'm healthy here. I'm eating healthy. I'm outdoors. And here I got killed. Here it is.
This is a chia seed, right? This has been here for 2 weeks. It's just water. It smells like
You see the maggots? It's the same thing. They're putting this in all my foods.
It's rancid. It's just water and chia seeds. It would not go rancid like that. There is something horrible in this water.
There's
and
worms
you can see
in it.
all these little larvae that have been hatching. So I have no idea what they're putting in my water. But this government...
So I've just been killed again and again and again. And ever since this happy guy making those two hot women, they weren't hotter than me before though. That's the thing, and that's what's really upsetting is they won't let me get back on my feet. Ever since they've come along, like I'm not allowed my own future. I'm not allowed to access any way to do anything. I'm not allowed to be wise. I'm not allowed the beauty of my nature. This is about me, I think. Toto is not a vicious dog, because on the bus they're calling me very aggressive. India said I was blamed for something and beaten up, and I think it was Terry Voice. I think I was beaten about sleeping with John's man, and that's what I used to look like. I had eyes like that, and I had a very young face, and it was very, like I looked like a goddess, and I've just had battle after battle not letting me get my beauty back. That's me after the chemicals. That's me the first time I had mercury poisons. And that's the image I used to be. I used to have this big, beautiful mane of hair. I had a really nice figure with really big boobs, and that's how I used to dress. And a lot of jeans and a lot of black pants and a lot of singlets and a lot of long jerseys. That's exactly how I dressed all the time. And they've made my stomach really ruined. This shows Tammy saying you have a good heart, and I'm not allowed any heart or connection. This is how far, this is almost 3 or 4 years, I don't have any needs. So do you really think these flowers are good? Because they're not letting me have access to what I need. And these kings, like this is already 4 years. That's the first time they ruined me. And they've ruined me again. So that's me January. I've got a lot of health there, right? And then they just killed me. And that's the first time. And it's like, why is Bill and Graham in America using me? That's me like 3 years ago. I just had problems there, but I had a very beautiful skin. My skin was good, and they won't let me be healthy ever again. I'm tired of it. I've been sensitive my whole life. My life is a tapestry of sensitive connections and conversations. They put lead in my head. That's why I can't really hear myself properly, and my head's really in a lot of pain in my nose. I am not a price to be paid or a debt to be settled, but a human being with a history and a heart. I think that this is a vigilante thing. These guys that are gangsters that want to hold me hostage and to stop me having a table and to stop my beauty, but they've deliberately isolated and tortured and made me ugly for so long and tortured me and not let me have anybody be sensitive to me, and I want to know why they're taking away the things that I love. Like, this is the stuff I was doing in Australia. These, and I don't have the right to express myself. Like, these are projects I was doing. Like, I got into a sewing class and I wanted to do that, and they've taken over everything that I was doing. And they act like they're better than me, and it's like, but you just did femicide. I just think it's homicide because I've been neglected for about 3 years. I don't have the right for asylum and protection, so who did it? It's crime what they're doing to me, eh? And they're basically making me sicker. They've stopped me doing my education. These are my inspirational arts that I like to do. It's all to do with like goddess and colours. This is what I've always done my whole life. And they've just been blocking it. The loss of my mother, the betrayal, experience heartbreak. And then to give me lead poisoning up my nose and not let me have emotional support is really, really abusive. And then they sent me this saying, she sacrificed me. Like, here, this family member has ruined their life trying to destroy you. Now they're saying they are the sacrifice. Like, this is the kind of stuff, like, since they're in that Facebook and Meta, it comes up on my screen like I'm trying, like, because my life is doing light work. So it kind of makes me feel like I don't want to look at her channel or anything. It's just coming up on my screen, and they're, like, every time I try and break free, they're like, they give me these kind of, like, hostile kind of posts or these videos that come up on my screen, like, you're the one that's the problem here or something like this. I don't know, like, somebody just sent me all this stuff, like, and it's in my phone, all these photos, and I didn't download them. Like, somebody's got access to my phones to kind of, but they're stopping that I'm sensitive, and it's like I can't hear anything because they've tortured me with lead poisoning in my head to stop me being able to sing. It's very abusive, like, what they're doing to me, eh? They're stopping me having my original self by making them the originals, but I'm the original. France. I'm the original delicate person, and that's what they did, SpongeBob Starfish, and opened my vagina, and I want to know why John did that, to destroy me having any friends. They just tortured me in a massive prison of high quality oil when I was abused and tortured, and just keep me punished in all this shit all over the world. When do I get freedom? Because all my photos show that my room is clean, and this is Jessica, like Jessica in the hills. It's like I was the same education as these women. Look, this is all over the internet. That's Trump. That's me before, and they beating me up. The structural oppression. I was innocent. All this stuff on the internet makes me look so bad, and that's not how I am.